It
It's
was pretty
fine.
good though. That was one of our better claps.
I mean, you three seemed right on. I feel like I was like a fraction too early,
The
but
problem
maybe
is
the
you can't
lag made it
trust.
felt right.
Jay
Yeah.
You can't
usually
trust
goes
that.
5 seconds late, so it's great.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to episode 5 of the Drunken Arcanauts Dycairn campaign. I am Clancy, and I will be your DM. This is a 5th edition live stream and podcast with custom content, a custom setting, and a pretty weird storyline, and a bunch of made-up nonsense. Uh, I do want to give a shout out to our patrons. Let me see here.
If you're a patron, you
Scotty
can
doesn't owe.
see the video.
LL LL Cole J, Jess Skate P, Marky Mark, Special K, Christian Haydenson, Nathan R, and every Jared begins with K. We appreciate the support and we hope you're enjoying the new campaign. If everybody wants to go around and introduce themselves, I will do a quick recap and we'll jump back into the story.
Hi, I'm Risky, and I'm playing Lentil Godfrey. He is a forest gnome, cooking domain cleric, and apparently a badass now. He's all covered in blood, did a cool fucking jump stab thing, and yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's so proud of himself.
Yeah.
I am relevant. I am playing Juniper Hallow, a half-elf monk. And she's kind of just getting sick of all this shit already. Also, she's used to working alone, so she feels a little uneasy about the other 3.
Sounds like she's kind of a loser. My name's Mark. I play Simon Salazar, Awanti, pure blood. That's important. Warlock. And I am also covered in blood still. So that's cool. Good news. Blood brothers.
Eskimo brothers.
Eskimo blood.
Jay. I'm playing Victor McCoy, and I'm still getting used to being able to get hit by attacks. So bear with me on that.
Okay, so the last time the party had set off north on a handcart to get back to the train that the train cars full of gold that had mysteriously been broken free of the main train. They had used the handcart in this super cold blizzard and had started going before attracting the attention of 2 starved Yeti lovers. As the Yetis chased the party, begging for directions to food, the party mercilessly slaughtered. No, the Yetis were there to kill you. And the party did manage to hold them off before having to stop, before colliding with the very train cars they were looking for. Slaying the Yetis successfully, they realized that the carts didn't just fall off. There was sabotage. Somehow, the cars were broken free. More than that, a wagon has already been loaded up with the gold and made its way into the hills in the east. The party is stuck at a crossroads. Do they follow the gold, or do they take the train car back? And I guess, what do you do with the Yeti pieces or the Yeti bodies?
Oh. I guess is that a... I'm gonna roll to see if that anything from a Yeti is like a delicacy or anything. Would that be history or...
I'll let you use your cooking skill.
That's a whole 12.
That's a 12 with your cooking?
Isn't that a +4
Yeah.
for cooking? Yep.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Wait. So you should have a +4 on your proficiency, and then your actual wisdom modifier as well.
All right. So my normal proficiency is +2.
Right.
Plus my
And
wisdom.
your wisdom is
+2.
So, and then you have expertise, right? You took that feat.
Yeah.
So
So-
it's a +4 for your proficiency on cooking.
Okay, so it would be a 6.
6, yeah.
Okay, well then 14.
14. 14 is enough that you know Yeti arms have an interesting thing with their tendons. If served chilled, they can basically be eaten like a sort of dense licorice. You need to flavor it with some things, but the tendons themselves, as long as they're chilled or cold, are only a little thicker than the consistency of ice cream. And they can be infused with almost any flavor. They're a very unique texture, while they don't have any special flavors themselves, allow for a talented chef to make very unique dishes.
Well, I'm gonna start slicing up some arms.
Okay. You just gonna store them in your bag?
Sure.
There's also, although it would be very hard to get them back out, the handbag, which I think I noted preserves things in the exact state in which they are retrieved, or in which the state in which they're inserted. So if you throw them in there frozen, they'll stay frozen until you pull them out. But they would be very hard to get back out.
Did I know that? I don't remember who rolled Arcana on that, and if they told everyone.
I think Juniper did. I don't remember if Juniper told anybody anything about the bag, though. You put a cookie in, you got a different cookie out.
I got an apple.
Oh, yeah, you got an apple out, but you put a cookie in. So you might not know that.
All right, so how many of the tendons did I get?
Roll sleight of hand.
That's a 13.
You get 4.
Okay. I'm going to just throw one in the bag
Ooh.
and see what I get out.
That's interesting. Okay. Roll me a D100. All right.
26.
26. Let's see here. You're treating that as a food ingredient, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a fun one. Yeti tendon. You get a fried ham and cheese sandwich. Technically, it's a Monte Cristo, but you wouldn't know it as that in universe. So it is a ham and cheese that has been deep fried, like battered and everything and fried. It is fresh, steaming.
Ooh.
Comes out of the bag, still crisp and warm and tasty as can be if you try it.
Well, if it's hot, then I'm just gonna eat it.
Yep.
Does battle make you extremely hungry?
What?
Like killing things makes you very hungry. That's what's happening right now.
Well, it's hot and it's cold out here, so do you want a
Okay.
cold sandwich?
You do. I'm not judging. I'm not particularly hungry at the moment. It'd be nice to deal with this
I didn't know it was
cold.
gonna give me a hot sandwich.
This cold situation.
You either heal 3 or you gain 3 temp HP if you're already at your health pack cap.
Well, I'm not.
I am.
I am.
Okay. Yeah. So, walk back to the train now, covered in blood, eating a sandwich.
The rest of you watch as the Yetis fall, and you sort of notice the train and stuff. You see Lentil, crazed look in his eye, dive upon the Yeti bodies and begin slicing into the arms before rushing over to Juniper, shoving one of the bloody tendons into the handbag, the haggler's handbag, and then pulling out a sandwich and just immediately going to town on it while still covered in blood.
It's a good thing you're cute and tiny.
Thanks.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about this gold situation? Someone stole the gold now, and is stuff usually this hard for you guys? I don't usually have this much trouble in my life.
Wait, the gold's gone?
Yeah,
How's the gold gone?
I went up and looked at the cart. There's nothing there.
Can I go and investigate? I feel like I would know a lot about any of that type of stuff.
You can.
What do you want me to roll here? I'm looking at what would.
Investigation is the perfect
Investigation.
thing to roll.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. 17.
Oh, I was gonna say nature.
Medicine.
17. What are you inspecting exactly? What part of things?
I feel like Victor would be more curious about how the job was done. Maybe if he could identify it based off of what he sees, just based off who he knows and who does what.
Looking at the front of the car, you start with the burn marks, and you identify that there was probably at least a fair amount of gunpowder that was packed into the joints between the cars. This was then ignited and blew the coupling apart entirely. So there's no reconnecting it later on. It's going to have, the whole cart's just fucked once it gets to wherever it's going. That tells you that whoever it is either is lucky or knows their way around gunpowder. To get a mix that is precise enough to do that, but not blow up the cart or derail the train, and also still be capable of blowing it apart, is not something that just a person can do. It takes some know-how, and you can only think of a few people in the criminal underworld who might be able to do that. You suspect that it's most likely a pirate group that has been known to move inland from the western sea, that knew about the gold and has done that. They're known for, I guess, convoluted heists, and this just reeks of their style.
How many sets of footprints and stuff do I see? Is there lots of footprints, or
you see 8 sets of footprints around the wagon, distinct sets of footprints. One large, the rest of them fairly small, probably dwarf or gnome sized. One is big, probably a large human or Goliath, or potentially something even different than that, because they're not wearing boots, and they've got 3 toes and 2 rear spikes that you can see the tracks of. That is probably, based on the group, probably
just spit it out.
Captain Barb Bossa, who is a barbed demon.
You need to let me come up with some of the names. Not saying it would be better.
I just need to show you guys something. This is what I've been dealing with all episodes. Oh, and there goes all my dice. I keep kicking her off, and she comes back.
Yeah, well, our dog just farts in the middle of the episode.
Or he like whines and has weird like dog dreams.
Yeah.
You get that with a 17. You're able to put a lot of pieces together. In fact, you would even go so far as to suspect that they probably planted that owl wasp queen on the train as a distraction.
Sounds like a lot of work for some gold.
The blizzard is bad. You guys have got to get indoors at this point to wait it out at least a little. But it's it's not something that you can just hang out in. However, if you're going to follow the tracks of the wagon, you need to go before they're covered in the snow, before it gets too deep to follow. That's not impossible to do. It's just you can't stand around. You have to be actively keeping yourselves warm.
All right. So last time we all voted, and we ended up here. So what are you guys thinking? I think it's dumb to chase them. We lost the gold. We're not even that really invested in this, are we? Like, let's face it, this was all about getting south. This was a kind of a scam to get south. Are we really gonna see this all the way through?
Was it a scam? Or was it just a means to get there?
We didn't get very far south, did we?
No.
So
No. You guys made it. Let's see here. I can pull it up and tell you about how far south you got. You guys made it about 50 miles of 200. Sorry, of 200 to the next city. You got thousands of miles to get to where you need to go. You guys are the equivalent of going from Anchorage, Alaska, down to another place in Alaska. You haven't made it to Canada, let alone to Washington, and you need to get to South America.
So, how did they get all the gold? How much gold was there?
Don't
So-
know how much gold there was,
it's a
but
whole
I
cart
know
full of
I'm not
gold.
invested in tracking it down.
I'm just saying that's a lot of gold or weight. Because
They're
they
gonna
used a
be-
train.
They're gonna be moving slow, and they're stuck in this blizzard too, so they're not gonna get far. But they are not just some nobodies that we can just go fight for fun. It's gonna be tough to take them down.
I don't fight for fun. I fight for justice.
I don't
Well,
know.
this
If,
ain't gonna be
Adventure.
justice.
I don't know if there's any penalty for like the trade guys gonna come and try to find us later if we don't deal with their
Listen.
gold that we lost. We could just
If-
abandon this.
Yeah, if I had a choice between fighting a bunch of fucking train pussies or fighting those pirates, I would fucking fight the train pussies every day of the week.
Okay, so this part of the adventure is over, right? We still gotta take this thing down for our 1,000 gold all the way down south.
I don't know. I don't know what those two are thinking.
We could just
I
go
can
without
see
them.
Juniper's brain breaking on the idea of breaking a contract, but
Did they specifically tell us to go after the gold if it was stolen? Or were we hired to protect the train?
you know what? For your sake, I say it was the train we're here to protect. Just the train.
I think they told us not to let anything get taken though from the trade.
You're not helping,
So
Simon.
it seems
you're not,
like
you're
we've
not
ar-
helping.
We've already
we
broke.
already lost the bee queen.
We already broke the contract, so that part is done.
Listen, we either need to get in this train and out of the cold, or start chasing them. We need to decide now.
Fuck it.
Let's get in the train at
I'm
least.
not chasing them.
Okay. So wait, Simon, you're following the tracks?
No, I'm not chasing them.
Oh, okay.
He got
Everybody
full
gets
excited.
in the train. You guys go to the engine room of the rear rail of the engine, I guess.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it like a coal type thing?
Yeah.
At least
Some-
get that going so we can get warm.
Yeah. So you shovel some coal in there and ignite it, and immediately the compartment warms up. You get it sealed. You're going to be pushing, so you won't know what's on the tracks or anything. But I mean, it should be fine. You took a hand cart, yeah, you guys can go ahead and get that going. Do any of you know how to drive a train?
I would say that Victor might have some experience with trains. Like the
Victor
basics.
has a concept of the trains. Yes.
Yeah, like at least basics.
Well, I rolled a 4 for just trying to figure it out.
Okay. So who's gonna drive the train?
Not it. I have nothing to do with trains.
So Simon gets in, warms himself up, and then looks expectantly at everone else.
I could give you a mage.
Lentil,
You want a
Keep
mage
warming up
hand?
seconds.
I'm gonna start pulling shit.
Do you know what you're
Juniper?
doing, buddy?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna try and do anything with the train?
I don't really know if Juniper would have any knowledge of trains since she's basically just been in hiding.
Is there like a? I've got some experience with handbrakes. Do you think that's helpful, Lentil?
Well, I mean, we go one way or we go another way, so. And apparently, reverse doesn't work.
Think that guy. I think that guy was mostly just a fucking jackass. The reverse probably worked.
Well, we'll figure out if we're going in reverse.
Well, I mean that was a different train, but
It's the
I
same
mean,
train.
same train, but different train, different engine.
It's...
Okay, so let's roll intelligence, Lentil, and Victor.
Do you
And
want my first roll?
yes,
Okay, so that's a 6.
6. Okay. Victor, let's see if you can save this.
Non-natural 20.
Hey, look at that. Lentil immediately is pulling every lever and thing. You hear the train whistle go off. Like
And I'm
the
jumping to grab some of them.
yeah, the boiler is like you see the little meter on the boiler going further and further to the right until it's in a red zone. And you're aware that the train should be moving, and at that point you, Victor, reach over and release the clutch brake that is on the side, and the train starts to move forward fairly quickly, but the pressure starts to go down. It looks like you probably kept the boiler from blowing up. And the train is starting to chug forward. Just you have, let's say, 16 cars. The gold car was the very third from the front, and the rest of the cars are just full of random luggage and things, probably from the passengers. It starts to chug along, starts to go forward. What's your plan as this goes along?
My plan is just to stay warm and try to get south.
I'm gonna start searching the cars.
Okay. Victor's searching the cars. Is anybody else
Yeah.
searching the cars? Or is everybody just trying to
Juniper
stay
will.
warm? Okay,
I'm gonna
Juniper
just-
and Victor.
Try to run the machine.
Lentil keeps pulling levers. It's picking up speed pretty quick. You must be very good at driving trains. If the most important thing about driving a train is how fast you can make it go, you're great at it.
Mm-hmm.
And Victor and Juniper began to search through the cars, just looking. What are you looking for? Anything in particular, or just digging through people's belongings?
I'm just looking for parts. I'm trying to build another gun.
Yeah. Juniper, what about you?
I'm just looking for shit. I don't know. Maybe something cool. I already broke our fucking contract, so
Crying.
Okay. In the rearmost baggage cart, there is quite a few parts. It looks like this train is delivering something to a smithy. This means it also has a number of pieces for revolvers or pistols, clockwork pieces. You think, as you look, that the parts are too large. They'd be inappropriate for a pistol or a revolver. However, they would make for a rifle.
Okay.
And you have enough to make probably 80% of it if you spent an hour or two working on it.
I'm gonna put the gather all the parts, then I'm just gonna go back to the main engine room and keep an eye on Lentil to make sure he doesn't blow us up. Put the pieces together.
Lentil has found a really good rhythm at this point, where he just keeps shoveling as much coal as he can into the thing, and then pushing the little lever thing as far forward as it can go. He found if he pushes it all the way forward and then undoes some bolts at the bottom, he can pull it back without any of the restraint, tighten the bolt again, and push it forward. And it's almost like it goes even farther forward each time you do that.
And then you jump up and pull the horn.
Yeah. It's super effective. The train is going probably already twice as fast as the train was the last time that you were going through here. You would bet you're going 50 miles an hour.
And we can't see where we're going.
No. Juniper, roll me a couple of roll me a couple nat 20s. Roll me a couple D20s to look for just stuff in the baggage carts.
I got a 9 and an 18.
An 18, huh? Interesting. Roll me a D12 with that 18.
7.
7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, cool. You, while digging through some ornately carved luggage, come across a pair of hand wraps. The wraps have images of lions all over them. They're just covered in it, but you can sense that they are magical in nature. You don't know what exactly they do, but you know that these are some sort of magic item meant for hand-to-hand combat.
Can I roll Arcana
You can try, yeah.
just for fun?
For funsies.
4.
4. These do something when you hit people while wearing them.
And you don't think they're cursed.
Yeah, you definitely don't think they're cursed.
Well, I'm not just gonna put them on.
No.
Okay, and that's what the most interesting thing you find. You also find 74 copper and 5 silver, and you find I guess a statement from a bank loan for somebody where they took out 15 gold as using their house as collateral.
Okay.
Yeah, you just find that.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to where everybody else is.
Okay, Simon, you are taking advantage of the fact that you're cold-blooded and are just curled up as close to the heat as possible, trying to get your core temperature back up. Victor, you're working on the rifle, or are you working on a handgun?
I'm working on building the rifle.
Okay, roll me. You probably don't have a mechanic skill, do you? Do you have something like that?
I got no, I just have tinker tools.
Your tinker tools you'll have proficiency in,
Okay.
and we'll just let you add your dexterity to it. So, dex plus proficiency plus a d20.
So my D20 is a 19.
That's good.
Dex plus my dex is 4, so that's 23, 25.
25. I will give an option. As you're going, you're struck with a bit of inspiration. You recognize that if you were to disassemble your handgun, you could take those parts to finish out the rifle.
Not gonna.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You look at it, you get it almost there, but you stop. You'll wait until you have the parts to build a rifle yourself.
This is a little meta, but this build is around two-handed pistols, so
That's fine.
So I'm not gonna get rid of my only pistol if my build around two pistols.
I mean, you could saw off the rifle. It doesn't make it a pistol.
Yeah. Okay.
Lentil, roll me another intelligence.
Oh, thank you. That's a whole 10 plus. Hold on. 2. 12.
Is your goal to get back as fast as possible?
I think it's just to get back. I don't think
Okay.
as fast as possible.
Well, you know that you're going the right way. You are keeping a good enough pace that the snow isn't slowing you down, even though the front doesn't have a brush clearer. You know how trains have that sort of thing on the front. Normally, with a blizzard going on in the woods, you would basically need one of those to keep from derailing. But the front of that car is fucked up. And you're going fast enough that you're pushing all the snow out of the way. So you feel pretty good about your methodology so far. And, I mean, why wouldn't you? You've managed to get this train up to what you suspect is 65 miles an hour now.
Oh no, that's too fast.
You've learned how to make it go faster. You haven't found a go slower button. But you also know if you stop putting coal in, the engine cools off. And it seems to slow down from that some. And you know that if you throw the brake on and you have a bunch of coal in there, then the boiler will probably blow up. So you've learned some about the train. It took you, we'll say, about an hour to get back on the handcart where you're moving 25 miles an hour. You're about 15 minutes into your trip now, since you guys started moving the train.
So we're headed, like, following the other train, or do we not know for sure?
You're following the other train.
Okay.
Yeah, the train stopped.
It was stopped. It took off so you guys could build the handcart behind it.
No.
Look, is there like a window in that engine room to like look out and look down the train?
You can look to the sides of the train. Looking in front of the train's pretty hard. The windows aren't slidable or anything. You could climb outside and look.
But there's a blizzard.
Yeah.
It's probably 5. We're doing the right thing.
No. No, we're not.
What else do you guys want to do? You gonna short rest, basically? Take some time?
Do you have any more, like, cookies? Those were really good, Lendl. I don't need to be healed, but just, like, something to eat would be good.
Well, I can try to cook something for us. Do we have any food? I mean, I got an apple and some Yeti tendons, but I'd like to save that for
You could go search the carts for some.
Is the dining car on this part, or we're separated from that?
You're definitely separated from the dining car. However, there might be in the luggage and storage. I mean, you're basically where all the goods are that are being transported. If you want to steal some goods, there's probably food.
Hell yeah.
Well, who's gonna run the cart? Or
I think I could take care of it.
Are you sure?
Well, you know, I've been around trains enough. I think it'll be all right. I'm gonna let the train slow down a little bit, though.
Roll me intelligence on that there, Victor.
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
12.
You're you're not super worried about the speed. This is how you make
Okay.
up time. You want to get south. It's you guys haven't gone so fast that you're gonna derail or anything. And from what you've seen and what you know of the train, it doesn't get real windy. You're not going through mountains. You could probably go pretty fast. It's interesting that they don't normally go this fast, but that may be a limitation of the fact that there was a ton of cars, tons of rail cars on that main train. It may just have not been able to go that fast. Really, the speed itself probably isn't a risk.
True.
Okay, well, I'll go and look through some stuff.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm hungry now.
Simon and Lentil are going through the goods now. Can each of you roll me perception? Are you both looking for food items?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fucking 2.
I got 22.
So a 4 total.
4 and a 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Lentil, you're sort of like you're trying to make this work. You can't find anything. But you know, like you're a pretty talented chef and you can usually make things work. So you sort of, while Simon's not looking, you cut some tongues out of some work boots that you find. They're leather. If you boil them, you can make a sort of stew out of that. You get some flowers that are dried, and you're like, that might work for herbs. It's not good or even totally edible, but it'll fill somebody's stomach up. Simon, you, however, find a few interesting things. You find a sort of, we'll say, chilled crate of raspberries and strawberries. It's only maybe like a pound of each, but that's a good chunk. You also find a barrel that is full of salt, full to the brim. Probably has various salted meats in it to keep them preserved.
Hey, I just got a cave. I found some stuff. What did you find? Like leather? You want us
What?
to eat some
No,
leather?
he did that very secretly. You don't know what he found.
What did you find?
Not much over here.
Okay, well, I got some berries and
What?
probably some meats in this barrel. You picked the wrong side, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go look in the barrel.
You find there's some salted lamb,
Ooh.
a little bit of salted pork, and you think there's some beef as well, based on the texture, but you're not totally sure.
All right, I can make something out of this.
How?
With cooking.
But we don't have anything to cook on.
I have a cookie sheet.
What, are you gonna shove it into the engine compartment of the train?
Yes.
But
Roll
everything's
me
good.
a cooking check with disadvantage.
Everything's gonna taste like goddamn charcoal. Or just coal.
It's just gonna taste like chemicals.
That'll be 14.
14? God,
Yeah.
that's an awful roll. You shove the cookie sheet in with the food. You show some unique tricks. You actually take the crate, one of the crates nearby that is made of cherry wood, and you actually just ram all the meat between this cherry wood and just smash it as thin as you can, and then strap it together, and then just put some nails through the wood to hold it tight, and stick that in on the cookie sheet. The extreme heat begins to almost melt your cookie sheet, but the protective layer of wood is thick enough to keep most of the meat from being totally incinerated in the 5 minutes that you let it cook in there. You pull it back out. Your cookie sheet has lost some of its stiffness for a little bit and is a seared black. But as you pry apart the wood, you have some roast meats with the flavor of raspberries and strawberries sort of pounded into them, almost like a hot pemmican.
And a hint of cherry wood.
Yes, a hint of cherry wood. It's not the best thing any of you have ever eaten by any means. However, it's way better than it has any right to be, considering it was cooked in a fucking train engine. So, yeah, you guys can, if you're at low health, you will heal a D8 or gain, or a D8 of temp HP, right?
Increase hit dice healing by 1d8 during a short rest.
Yeah.
And can grant HP through cooking.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you gain 2 temp HP.
Yeah.
But you can regain 1d8 of health.
Yeah, so you can roll an additional d8 besides your normal hit die.
Yeah. If you guys want to use your hit die as well. I don't know if any of you are all that low.
I'm great, but I'll take the temp HP.
Well, I mean, you get one for free, so...
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I just rolled an 8.
Nice.
So... There we go. You're welcome.
Okay. You guys heal up. Lentil, Victor, let's get another int check here.
Fucking goddamn 9. We're gonna die.
19. Thank
19.
God.
Okay. Victor, you recognize 2 things. As you're sitting there, you get a little bit of food in your stomach, and your brain starts to clear from the cold and the fighting and everything. It's clearing up, and you realize that Lentil's fucking around with what had been the throttle is what he had fucked with, and he had changed it from basically a 0 to 35 mile an hour action to what you presume is now 35 to 80 mile an hour action. The train is accelerating towards 80. It is faster than it was just 20 minutes ago. Again, you know that it's not that it's a curvy track. It's not that you're likely to derail being this fast. But, 1, trains take a long time to break. The more cars they have, the longer it is. You don't have that many, but it's still it's a heavy train. 2, you have no visibility of in front of you. You don't know really how long it's going to take at the speed that you're at to get to that next town. And if you don't brake, you'll hit the other train. And that will kill you. So you could go 80 miles an hour the whole time. You just can't go 80 miles an hour when you have to stop. And you can't stop immediately, and you guys have no visibility. That all comes to you.
I'm
about
gonna
that time.
go turn the throttle all the way down.
Okay. The throttle goes down. The train is slowing.
I'm
but
gonna kind
not
of
a lot.
tap the brake almost, just like little tap, just to kind of. I don't want to blow up the engine, but I want to slow us down.
Okay. As you're tapping the brake, you can hear the screeching of the rails on the track. And that screeching, I need you guys to all roll perception.
Oh no!
8.
16.
Everybody who got above a 16 or higher, tell me.
I got a 17.
17 for Victor.
16.
16.
Okay. Everybody but Simon
Again.
hears a sound. The sound is deep, much, much deeper than any similar sounds you may have heard. And you hear... The train is rumbling slightly. The sound came from behind the train. Do you look back?
I don't hear it.
There is an abominable Yeti chasing the train. This Yeti is probably the pack leader of the Yetis you killed before, maybe? Who knows? What you do know is the sound of the train braking has caught its attention. It's a good 100 yards behind you guys, but it is galloping fast. It's not catching up, but it's not falling behind. And then you notice it is catching up as you slow. As you slow down, this Yeti inches closer. It's hard to tell in the blizzard and the snow, but the Yeti is, you think, maybe getting closer as you drop below that 40-mile-an-hour line.
I'm going to go search that gunsmith area where I found all the different parts and see if I can find any sort of gunpowder, explosives, anything like that.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Lentil, I think you broke the trade. Do you want to do your magic again?
On what?
On the train. Look how slow we're going, and this doesn't feel right.
Well, I actually rolled a 18 for intelligence that time.
So you know exactly how to fix the train. You know exactly how to fix it if you want to fix it. You are, with an 18, you're intelligent enough in your moment to realize, like, he definitely turned it down for a reason. But he's not here, so it's hard to ask him.
And there's a big scary thing coming after us.
Yeah, the more you slow down, which it's turned all the way down, and now it's cut that distance down to probably 300 feet instead of, 150 feet instead of 300 feet.
I want to just nudge it a little bit forward to see if we can keep it at a distance.
Okay. You pick up a little bit of speed. Victor, roll me perception.
Non-natural 20.
You don't find any gunpowder, but you find some barrels that are marked nitroglycerin. You know that works as an explosive. You haven't used it much before, but they're in like very specific magical containers that seem to be ignoring the bumps and all of the twists and stuff. In order to take these, you're going to have to remove them from their little magical circle on the ground and then get them off the train. However, this is a rail car with loading doors, so you only got to get it like 10 feet to kick it outside the train.
Only.
That's pretty far with nitroglycerin.
On a fucking train going, what, 50?
It's going like 45 again now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to open up the train car door first.
Okay. You do so, and the wind whips past. Ice is biting your face. The blizzard is in full swing. You really looking, you're lucky that you could see the Yeti at all. Mostly the train itself is blocking the snow from getting in the way. It's blowing directly at the train. With the train itself, that means that it's hitting you at like 60 miles an hour or more. The little ice and stuff in the air is biting. Yeah.
How big are these barrels?
These barrels are each about 2 feet across and 3 feet tall.
Just trying to gauge how easily I could pick one up and throw one.
You can't tell how heavy they are because they're being floated magically in the air. You can roll me intelligence really quick to get an idea.
Fuck, if I ever needed a roll, is the train in this. Fuck. 12.
12. You think you can probably lift it. You don't know. They don't look that big.
And how far is it from where they are to the door?
10 feet.
And fucking
10 feet unobstructed.
Unobstructed, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick one up.
Roll me athletics.
Yeah. But I'm gonna die in a blaze of glory.
And all of us.
No, it'll be all right. Dexterity, you said? Or athletics? Sorry.
Athletics.
19.
19. You lift the barrel. Now it's going to be a dexterity. Let's see. What we'll say it's. It would be an 18 is what you need to pass, but we'll reduce that by your strength modifier.
15 would be
15.
That. Yep.
So you got to roll a 15 dex, not a dex save, a dex straight.
Okay. $18.
Oh, I thought you said 8 for a second.
I did too.
Okay, you get to the edge. You've only got one more thing you got to do. You got to roll a. I'll let you choose athletics or straight dex, one of those two, just to toss the barrel out into the snow, if that's what you're trying to do. Or if you, I'm not sure what your plan is. I need to know. I need you to describe very clearly what you're trying to do.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I am trying to get the barrel out there,
Okay.
and then when the abominable snowman gets close, I'm going to shoot the barrel.
So you're going to throw the barrel off the train.
Into the snow, yeah.
Okay.
As far as I can.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's straight athletics.
And this is where the
I'll give you
Dycairn campaign
advantage.
comes to an end.
Yeah. I'll give you advantage on the throw due to the adrenaline that would have to be pumping through your veins to try this.
The adrenaline's pumping through my veins. I can't imagine what's going through Victor's head.
Yeah, exactly.
Nat 20.
Ah! You throw the barrel. It goes about 15 feet out and sinks into the snow just a little bit. Enough that it cushions the blow that very likely would have blown the barrel up. The train races by it. You realize you're going much faster than you thought. You're going to have to make a dex check to run to the back so that you can shoot it.
Okay. Am I adding anything to this? Like dexterity?
Actually, it'll be athletics again because you're just running as fast as you can.
Where's my athletics? 18 again.
18. You race back and you climb up on top of the engine car. Well, actually, out the back door, really. You don't have to climb on top of it. You can go out the back door. It would have a back door there. And I need you to make a ranged attack. Just like you're attacking a thing. The AC's 15 to hit.
Okay.
You just got to shoot it.
Yep. Thank God my attack bonus is a 9. That's 18.
18. As the abominable Yeti is approaching, still only about 150 feet. It hasn't gotten any closer because the car sped up. You shoot the nitroglycerin. And it deals 17, 29, 39, 47, 56, 63 damage to the abominable Yeti, blowing a huge chunk out of its side. The Yeti, however, continues to lunge towards the train, if anything, enraged by the attack. It's very angry. Oh, that's 663. It is not yet bloodied, but it is angry. As the Yeti is approaching, yet again, what are you guys doing? Lentil, you've got the train picking up speed, so it's not closing that much, but it seems to have been angered by the explosion. Yeah.
I'm gonna push it forward just a little bit more.
Okay. Roll me just a D20. The lower you go, the less you push it forward.
Nat 1.
Perfect. You push it 1 mile an hour faster.
Juniper, do you think he exploded himself back there? What is he doing?
Oh no, you guys saw Victor run into the compartment with you guys and then shoot the barrel.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I would think you would see the explosion.
Yeah.
Can anyone tell me what these hand wraps do? Like, are they cursed or?
We're being chased.
Well,
by
I
a
know, but they
giant
might come in
monster.
handy if they're get it? Hand wraps handy if they're not cursed.
How far
Well,
away
just
is it?
punch it.
I don't want to put them on if they're cursed.
Well, then don't worry about it right now. Do you think it's gonna give you big explosion punches?
Maybe.
Well, then put it on.
How far away is the Yeti?
140 feet.
Shit.
I'm running back to the other barrels.
Okay.
But I have a different plan this time. Everyone, I can't do that again. I'm literally sweating in my sweater right now.
Okay. You get back to the other barrels. There are 2 more barrels of nitroglycerin.
I want to search the area to see if there's anything I can essentially make like grenades out of. Little nitroglycerin grenades.
Roll me investigation.
I'm afraid to even roll dice right now. We'll just ended this campaign.
Just Nat 1.
17.
Make a
I am
big
rolling
grenade out of one
really
barrel.
good, and I really need to.
17. You find some tape and a few bowls. You think if you fill the bowls with the nitroglycerin and you tape them together, you will probably be able to create something like a grenade. It will require a check from your Tinker's set, though.
Okay. $13.
13. You get it. And you make one. You don't know how well it's gonna work though.
Can I look for some bottles?
Yes, you can. What are the rest of you doing? Are you just watching the abominable Yeti approach? Are you pushing the throttle faster than Lentil is pushing it? Are you guys helping Juniper identify the magical hand wraps?
I could try to help Juniper. I can't. It's not close enough. I don't want it to be close enough, but I can't do anything to the Yeti. So.
Okay. Roll Arcana for him.
Ooh, actually, I have a crossbow.
18.
18. Okay. That's an 18. You recognize what these are. These are actually somewhat famous. There is a monastic order in Sakrilli of lizard folk that basically they follow a certain thing. They use these lion wraps in their rituals. The lion wraps, functionally, out of game, provide a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls on unarmed attacks. They allow you to deal slashing damage rather than bludgeoning damage with your unarmed attacks. And if you choose to end a frightened condition on yourself by succeeding on a saving throw or using the Stillness of Mind feature, you regain 1 key point. They are not cursed. They are, however, going to be immediately identified by any monk who sees them as a relic of that order.
I tell her.
I don't think the Yeti is a monk.
No. So you might want
I
to
put
hide
them on.
those, Juniper. You might like put something over them, or when monks are around.
Okay. I'll find some like gloves to wear over them.
That's great.
Okay. Looking for a bottle. Roll me perception.
Not natural 20 again. Man, I am nailing perception.
You find a suitcase full of full bottles of beers. They are all rare imported beers from farther north.
I'm gonna chug one and pour out the rest.
Okay, you chug one?
Yeah.
Roll con.
Victor needs to calm his nerves. 15.
15. You do okay. You have a bottle. What are you doing with the bottle?
I'm gonna fill it with nitroglycerin.
Okay. Roll another tinker check.
Ooh, much better. 17.
17. You get it. You don't know how well it's going to work.
Yeah, I'm basically just making a Molotov cocktail. I think that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
right. So
anything else you want to do?
I have a shitty grenade and a shitty Molotov cocktail, right? Essentially.
Yes.
Okay. I'm running to the back of the train where the guy is. That's what I'm doing.
Will you roll a sleight of hand to hold those containers of nitroglycerin steady?
Yep. Sleight of hand. 6. Oh, hell yeah. I got a +6. 22.
22. Okay, good. I thought you were going to say 7. You keep them nice and steady. Lentil, what are you doing?
Oh, I was going to shoot with my crossbow.
Okay, at the Yeti?
Yep.
Okay, it's only about 120 feet away now.
Okay, so it has the 8320 range thing on it. So
you'll roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
I think that's in range of you now as well, Simon, correct?
Yeah.
120 feet? Yeah. So you can roll an attack too.
See what this
14.
crossbow does. 14.
14. Let's see here. On the Abominable Yeti, no.
Damn
The
it.
bolt gets stuck in the fur, but it doesn't look like it penetrated into the skin.
Here, I'll help. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
27.
Damn.
27?
Yeah.
That had to be nearly at, what, a
Yeah.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to hit. Roll damage.
Oh, it's only 4.
The Yeti is stunned by the accuracy of your blow, the precision. However, it is less than stunned by the lack of damage.
Is it dead, do you think, guys? Did I get
Almost.
Victor, you're getting back there. You're now staring at the Yeti as it's 100 feet away coming up the tracks.
I'm going to chuck my grenade at him.
Okay. 100 feet for a throw. It's running forward. Roll with disadvantage, but treat it as a ranged weapon attack.
$15 to hit.
15. You do actually manage to tag it with that.
Jesus.
Roll 3d6.
Jesus. The first two were both 6s, so 12. And then, so 15 damage.
15 damage. The grenade explodes, and the Yeti is angry. At this point, the Yeti for a moment, seems maybe like he doesn't want to continue to chase, but grips a hold of the rail and rips, lifting it out of the ground. It doesn't make it far enough that the rails catch up to the train car, but the Yeti seems to recognize in that moment that if he can get close enough, all he has to do is rip the rails up, and the whole train will stop getting away. The Yeti now, with a renewed focus, even though it's lost a little bit of distance from its stop, is charging the train even faster. And we'll have you guys roll actual initiative now.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
19.
I got a nat 20.
Juniper
16.
20. Lentil with the 19.
Yep.
Simon.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So, Juniper, you're up first. The Yeti is 90 feet away.
Punch it in the face.
You suspect, based on its recent tantrum, that if it gets within 30 feet of the car, it will be able to derail the train.
Okay. I guess I have some darts that I can use.
You can also try and roll nitroglycerin off the train at it or something. You can choose to do those things. Set up some for
You can be
Victor.
a fucking psychopath if you want.
I'm just saying it's an option.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, fine. You know.
I'm not ready for Juniper to die. I was gonna use a dart.
Dart, okay.
Yeah. 'Cause how far away is it?
It's 90 feet away.
Oh, okay, perfect. Just kidding.
What'd you roll?
Nat 1.
That
God
one.
damn it.
I need you to roll me a D4. If you roll a 1, you are hitting the Molotov out of the hands of Victor.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Let's not do that.
I got a 4.
4. Okay. You throw the dart and you're going to hit... oh, that's Simon. Simon with the dart in the back.
Sorry, Simon.
Roll damage.
What is it?
37 damage.
That's 6 damage.
6 damage.
Okay.
Jeez. And you could have just rolled a barrel of nitroglycerin instead.
Yeah.
How mean.
Oh,
Come on.
wait.
No, you hit Simon with the dart. Simon, it's your turn.
I
Not a
want
dart
to chill
kinda
touch
guy.
it. So chill touch. I create a ghostly skeletal hand toward the creature. I can attack it with the chill of the grave. And if I hit it,
Mhm.
it takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
That's a ranged attack?
Yeah. 120 feet.
It's not a touch attack? That's so weird.
I know. It's called chill
Okay.
touch, but it's 120
What's
feet.
it have to do? Is it make a save or you roll an attack?
I roll an attack.
Okay.
Oop, that's going off the table. Roll better than that. 22.
Damn.
22. Okay. You hit it. You hit it real hard with the chilling touch, which deals what?
It's just a d8, so 6 necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage. Okay. Good that it's not cold damage. It's gonna take it. How much did you do?
Just 6.
Just 6. Okay.
It's a necromancy cantrip.
Okay. Mellow Yeto is been hit by the necrotic
What?
damage. Mellow Yeto. That's
Oh
the
my
name of the
God.
abominable yeti. They call him Mellow Yeto. Yeah, that's right.
He doesn't say
So,
mellow.
Lentil, your turn.
Because he pees a lot.
How far is it?
He is 80 feet.
Well, that's just stupid. I guess I get my crossbow and shoot him again.
Roll ranged attack.
Roll.
16.
16. That's gonna hit.
Nice. Well, I get to roll a d8 and get extra damage on it. 8 damage.
All right. Deal 8 damage to Mellow Yeto. He lets out a deep yeti roar. Victor, it's your turn.
I throw my Molotov.
Okay. Ranged
Do I have
attack.
disadvantage again?
Yep.
Ooh, that's not bad at all. 15 again.
That'll hit. Roll 5d4.
5 damage. I'm still rolling. 9 damage. 10 damage. Fucking 1.
10 damage. Okay, you hit it. It explodes. The Yeti is very angry. He didn't like that at all. He doesn't seem to like the nitroglycerin much at all. The barrel, the grenade, the Molotov, they all made him angry. The Yeti is going to dash on its turn. And it's going to put it close enough that we're going to get to see the first of an abominable Yeti's chilling gaze. Let's see here. We'll start with Victor. Roll a con save.
$13. 13.
That is 5, 10, 12,
Oh shit.
18, 20 damage. 20
Ow.
cold damage. And you are paralyzed for a minute as the Yeti does that. He's still not quite close enough to get to any of you. He's 30 feet away.
Ooh.
But he is very angry. And Victor, you fall over paralyzed. Then it is Juniper's turn. Juniper, you gonna dart somebody else?
Fuck, man. How far is it?
30
5
feet.
I mean,
Got a whole train car of heavy explosives you can use, you know?
I'm not gonna explode some shit.
What about throw some coals at it?
Throw some food. It's hungry.
Is it, though?
I think it just hates us.
I guess I'm gonna just try to dart it again.
Okay.
Nice.
That one?
No.
Ah, damn.
I did not hit.
Okay.
Got a 3.
You miss. Just a
3.
wasted dart. Then it is Simon's turn.
I say, everybody cover your ears. And I'm going to
Okay.
cast Shatter. It's
Oof.
got a 60-foot range, so each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered. I'm going to center it on the Yeti
That makes sense.
to make a con save. Or take 3d8 thunder damage. It's just 14.
Mellow Yeto. Oh. That was a D12. Oh no! He crit failed!
Oh!
Oh,
Damn it. Okay. So what'd you roll for
So
damage?
my 3d8 totals 16.
So he took 32 damage, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, he's not looking good. He's looking real bad. Mellow Yeto lets out a and rage and pain. Lentil, it's your turn to go grab the nitroglycerin.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Is there any flour?
Yeah. Is there a big barrel of flour?
Not that you've seen yet.
Oh, okay.
Throw your baking sheet.
Man, that was like episode 2. Okay. Yeah, he's close enough for me to do Sacred Flame.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. If he's
He fails.
He fails. Okay. D8. And wow, 8. 8 radiant damage.
He doesn't go down yet, but he doesn't look good. Victor,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Yeah, I gotta make a con save or something.
You do.
Or something.
Non-natural 20.
Good. You're up. You have one action. And then it's the Yeti's turn, and he is within 30 feet of the train, finally.
I'm shooting him.
Okay. Please hit.
I'm gonna use a grit point too
Okay.
to do dazing attack. So he'll have to make, after I do my damage, he'll have to do a con save.
Okay.
Assuming I hit,
It's only
which
a
I do. That's a
25%
20
chance you wouldn't.
28 to hit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's going to hit.
And then that is gonna be 14 damage. And then he needs to make a con save. DC is 14.
Well, the good news is, with 14 damage, you kill the Yeti.
How come every time I use a fucking grit point, the person dies?
Because you wait to use it until after you've done a bunch of other random bullshit. Because you made a grenade and a Molotov instead of shooting this thing for 6 rounds.
I did like more damage chucking a barrel at him than I could have done in 6 rounds, probably.
For sure. You kill it. It drops with a thud. And that is some awesome news. You look at the throttle, and you recognize that you are back up to about 70 miles an hour. That thing was racing. Its heart probably exploded under the strain of trying to keep up with this train. Yeah. So what are you guys doing to celebrate?
Putting the thing all the way down.
Okay.
Is it
This
still
one's gotta
blizzard?
be next to dead by now too, right? It's been a while. I feel like since we replenished it.
Yeah, the train, as you pull it down, you see that it's getting to the point where it's about to run out of coal, really.
I'm gonna do what I was doing too, and just kind of tap in the brakes, trying to slow us down.
Okay. Does anybody look up ahead?
Is it still blizzarding?
Yes.
I'm not looking outside.
Juniper will.
Juniper, you climbing up on top of the train cars to get a look?
I guess.
Are we stopping to get those tendons?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
That one.
The blizzard's pretty bad. Can't see a thing. Yep, that's what I'll let you know.
Guess I'll go back inside.
Hey guys, it's snowing out there.
Did you see anything?
Just a blizzard. Turned it upside down.
Would anyone else want to look just in case?
I gotta go out there. I'm gonna freeze to
Just
death.
It's so dumb.
Does someone want to tap these brakes a little bit, slow us down, and I'll go take a look?
I'll do it.
Does someone other than the guy who puts us at 100 miles per hour want to do
I'll
it?
do it.
I didn't even do 100 miles an hour.
Juniper, roll me intelligence.
God damn it.
Wow.
19.
Okay. Juniper is throttling the brake lightly.
I'm gonna climb on top of the train.
Roll me perception with disadvantage due to the blizzard.
15.
15. You look and you sort of shield your eyes. You can't see much, but you look from the side and that just gets a little more light directly in. And that's enough that you can see the lights of the city of Oxapelia, which is the next stop. You are almost there.
I jump down and I push Juniper out of the way, and I start really braking.
Okay. You brake hard, and as the screeching of the train occurs, you begin to see scattered houses and things. You must be on the very outskirts of town right now, which means the train station's very close. You slow down and slow down and slow down. You're now down to 25 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, 15. And then the train slams into something. And that is where we will end episode 5 of the Drunken Arcanauts Dycairn campaign. Derailment? Collision? Or maybe the nitroglycerin barrels are going to get hit. Who knows? Find out next time.
Yeah, you won't find out, Yeti.
Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
That's dumb.